sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Los Angeles.
This is Cohen. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And
his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. after the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check safety, check safety. Big dash. Go.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Darnell Mooney, the target there. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Chargers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled it.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The pass.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20.
That's good.
A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, and that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA!
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Taking it in. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
They're there on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 10.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Deontay Harris, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard
line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 6-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Michael Badgley lining up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and
33 yards that time. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Everyone got 4 down. Check. Check out. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Set up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. He's telling you. He's telling you what. Tell you what. Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
From the gun, Jackson. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
We got 4.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The pass.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Chargers.
Back to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Oh, my
God. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
19. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Today's finals, Washington 23,